Hey guys, and welcome back to another flashlight review. Today we're going to be checking out the Manker E14 IV, and this is a compact EDC flashlight. Has 4 LEDs here in the head, and Manker reached out to me recently after just not hearing from them for a while, and looking through their website. So this one really caught my eye due to the high output, small size, and the extendable battery tube. So yeah, Manker do market this as the brightest EDC flashlight. And anyway, I asked them to send me this sample, and that's why I'm here. So yeah, the E14 IV is significantly more powerful than your typical EDC flashlight. I'm normally used to about 1,000 lumens max with those AA kind of flashlights, and according to the spec sheet, this one here, I've got the high CRI version, is rated up to 2,800 lumens on an 18650 cell, but the low CRI version is rated at 4,000 lumens. So let me show you what I mean by this extension tube. So you can basically take out the tube like that, and then just unscrew the back, and there you go. It just literally extends out. So if you have an 18650 battery on you, which I do at the moment, so you can just drop that into the tube and screw the head on like that, and there you have it. It's transformed it into an 18650 flashlight, and it's a pretty simple UI. So the first grouping, just press and hold, and you get a really low mode, the moonlight mode in here. Press and hold, and then it just cycles. So it's like a moonlight, ultra low 2. Okay, now if you just press once normally, there are a few other modes in here, and there's also a turbo mode there. Pretty simple. So in terms of what you get in the box, it's everything that you see here. So you get this 18350 cell, 1100 milliamp hours. There you go. It's got a USB-C charging port on it too, and you get a USB-C charging cord, a lanyard, spare O-ring as well. That is the box. Nothing really to see there. Just tells you the version that you have. You do get an instruction manual, of course. All right, so just a bit of a comparison with a few other flashlights that I own, and these two are 18350 flashlights. So yeah, basically kind of similar size once the thing is broken down into the smaller version. And yeah, I really like this design. I wish a lot of companies or other companies would use it, because often you just have to buy another extension tube, which can be a little bit annoying. Some of them are more expensive than you'd think, and yeah, it's just so convenient. You just carry one light around, and check that out. You just transform it into a much more smaller EDC flashlight. It's even smaller than my Vast Light Bow, but as you can see here, the bezel size is still a little bit larger due to those 4 LEDs. So here's a little close-up of the Manker E14 IV. And overall, the build quality is pretty solid. It's machined with aluminium, type 3 anodizing. And yeah, feels pretty clean. There's no rough spots or imperfections here in the body. And the head appears to be made of copper with a clear coat on it, which has nice thermal properties. It also makes it look a little bit different, which I like. And yeah, I think the overall design just balances portability with that power, and an extended battery tube, like I said, allows you to chuck in 2 different types of batteries. So if you're someone who needs that extended runtime, I think the 18650 tube is the extendable tube is fantastic. Down the side of the light, you've got a button. Okay, it also functions as a battery indicator. It's a metal electronic e-switch, and yeah, basically you can tail stand this thing as well. There is a magnetic tail cap, so you can stick this on horizontally, holds the light up very easily. So it's good for workbenches, car maintenance, campsites, that kind of thing. So here's a peek under the head, and you've got that quad LED design paired with orange peel reflectors, 4 orange peel reflectors, and you have got double AR glass as well. Now, there are a few different variants, so you can get the LH351D version, which is what I have, in either high CRI, that's my version, and you can also get it in low CRI. The low CRI version will produce more lumens, so 4,000 lumens in comparison to this one, which is 2,800 lumens. You can also get a Nichia 519A version as well, so that produces 3,000 lumens. Not a huge difference really from my version, and yeah, you just get a additional 200 lumens. So the E-switch pretty much controls everything, so, and the UI is really simple, so you just press and hold to get into that moonlight mode, and you can press and hold from there to just basically cycle, so ultra low 2 kind of thing, and back to the moonlight. Now if you just turn off like that and press once, you get into memory mode of the 3 main modes. So you got low, medium, and high in there. There's also a turbo mode with double press. You can access that from off. And if you triple press, you get a strobe. And if you hold, you get an SOS mode there. Hold again, you get a little beacon mode. There is also a way to lock the lights. So once it's off, just quad press, and there we go, we've got it locked, and quad press again to switch on. So I ran a bunch of ceiling bounce tests with the Manker E14 IV, and this is on the turbo mode with the 18650 cell in there, and you can see as soon as you switch that on to turbo, you get a step down straight away. So really you get a few seconds on that turbo mode before it steps down, and sitting on about 50% output once it steps down. And you can see here I've activated it a few times. You can see that spike and then that immediate drop in output. This is a second ceiling bounce test that I ran on the high mode, and you can see here there's that kind of staircase pattern. Okay, so yeah, pretty much by the 8-minute mark, the output is greatly reduced. I also ran the same ceiling bounce test on the medium mode and observed this same step down pattern. And here are some tests that I ran with my Opal Lightmaster Pro. If you want to see the throw measurements and the CRI measurements, you can pause the video and take a look. So a bunch of considerations if you're thinking of getting the Manker E14 IV. So there's no pocket clip on this light, which reduces convenience if you want that deep carry kind of pocket LED that you can grab out very quickly and switch on. This thing's going to be just, I guess, sitting at the bottom of your pocket or in the bottom of your bag, that kind of thing. The second consideration is, as one of these quads LED flashlights, you know, it does produce a ton of flood, not really much throw given the bezel size. So if you want a long range flashlight, this isn't designed for that, but it's more for short to mid range use. The third consideration is that the light steps down pretty quickly, and you know, you could observe on my ceiling bounce test before, the light step down pretty quick on turbo. You get those spikes of that highest output before it goes down, and even with the high and medium as well, does remain on those lower modes after 5 minutes. And I only ran short tests, so you know, of course it could go back up again, but still, I mean, this is a pretty huge decrease in output. And yeah, I went and checked a few other reviews as well. So I checked one by One Lumen and also Zero Air, and their ceiling bounce tests were actually quite different from mine. So yeah, there's sustained turbo for 30 plus seconds, and there was a less dramatic step down as well. So yeah, it didn't go all the way down like mine. So, and I found the same step down pattern with both 18650 and 18350 batteries. So I wonder if Manker have changed the driver. But yeah, either way, the lights I think could easily maintain a higher output after step down without overheating. Finally, there is no onboard charging, so you need to obviously take out the battery, that 18350 cell, charge it separately, which can be a bit annoying at times. Overall, the Manker E14 hits a sweet spot between power and portability. If you use the 18350 cell, you can easily pocket it, and yeah, functions as a normal EDC light. But if you want that extended runtime and more practicality, you can chuck in an 18650 cell without really increasing the size that much. I really love this battery tube design. I wish more companies would use it. And yeah, I think the build quality on the Lite is excellent, but of course the main consideration, in my opinion, is the step down on those higher modes. I think it's just way too conservative. But what do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you have any questions as well, let me know and I'll get back to you. And if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, click the like button and share it with someone who might be interested. Just helps me to get the channel out to more people. And if you want to see more flashlight reviews and keep up to date with the latest flashlight news, make sure you subscribe. Manker E14 IV, and I'll just go on these real low modes so you can't see it. Yeah, that's like your ultra low 1, ultra low 2. So actually the ultra low 2 is not too bad. I mean, I can still use that okay as a walking light, see up a few meters ahead. Now let's go into the normal modes. Okay, low, medium, high, low, medium, high. Wow, what a beautiful beam. It's just the spill starts pretty much right in front of me, and that's the turbo. Ton of light in all directions, really. It doesn't quite get to the end of that path, but you can see the water tank kind of there. Low, medium, high. Go for a walk. Now this thing also comes with a couple of small light diffusers. I'm going to test them out on the turbo mode. So that's your kind of white diffuser. I'll go for a walk with this as well, but there is also a red one which I can chuck on top like this. Yeah, it'd probably be easier if I go for a walk.